So we've had Vinyl Frog wrap on my Jeep for a year now. Let's go see how it has held up. And if you guys didn't know, I am Jonathan with Najar Offroad, where right now we're focusing on Jeep WJ content. So make sure to click subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below, because once we hit 20K, we will be giving away a lift kit for one of these Jeeps. So I just finished washing the Jeep at this car wash here, which is where I came up with the idea of showing you guys how the wrap has held up. Now I do have Vinyl Frog, that's all the green. The black on top, it is 3M. And you guys might want to consider Vinyl Frog over 3M. I'll show you why later in the video. But let's stick with Vinyl Frog right now. I installed it November 2022, so it's been over a year. So I do take the Jeep off-roading. I know I don't really record it, but we go up these hills back there. So there are brushes and stuff that do scratch the vinyl. For the most part, if you're standing like this, you won't see it. But when the light hits it, you do see some scratches. This could be from washing it and also the off-roading part, because there are trees that literally go all the way across. I mean, you can see some of the scratches here. Let me see if I can pick up the scratches right there. Now, again, I do wash it in this car wash here. I use the brush that's there. I know that's the worst thing to do, but it is an off-road car. It is gonna get scratched up, so I don't really care about that too much. My friend did recommend I ceramic coat the wrap after we finished installing it, but I never did. I honestly think I would recommend it because there are some spots where the dirt just like sticks on really well. As you can see right there, it's like a film. You have to really like scrub it for that to come off. And I feel like if it was ceramic coated, that would be easier to clean. So I would definitely suggest ceramic coating it if you do wrap your Jeep. There are some scratches. And I also recommend before you install wrap, please clay bar your Jeep before, or else you're gonna get little areas like this right here. That could be avoided if you clean it with clay bar. You can see the little dots there. We did clean each panel before we stuck the vinyl on in a closed garage. So I know it was as clean as we could get it in the garage. It is the fact that I did not clay bar it before I put the wrap on. This little scratch right here, it was like a week after I installed the wrap. Someone on the freeway almost hit me and their car ended up scratching me right there. Luckily, they moved out of the way fast enough where it just scratched it, and that's it. And overall, the wrap hasn't really bubbled up anywhere on the green part. And I do park my Jeep outside. Oh look, I had a bird poop stain right there, and you can see that it actually cooked on there. But this was on there for a while since I haven't been home. I didn't clean it, so it is what it is, not a big deal. Like I said, it hasn't really bubbled up. This is like a common area where it will bubble up. And there's like little areas, but nothing major, like the 3M that I'm going to show you in a bit. So overall, I would say the Vinyl Frog, it is good wrap. It is going to hold up. It's not going to tear with the branches when you drive by. It is going to scratch. Maybe that could be avoided with the ceramic coat afterwards, but I don't know since I didn't do it. And this is my first vehicle that I have wrapped. But overall, honestly, I would recommend the wrap. Like, it has held up. It has stayed on. It hasn't peeled off. And I have had it parked outside in the sun, especially during summertime and all that. So the fact that it stayed on really well, I'm happy with that. So now let me show you the 3M wrap. This one you might want to avoid. So up here, I did do 3M black. I don't know what model number or anything, but it is 3M. And this one did bubble up a lot, as you can see in these areas. It's hard to, when you add the wrap, you have to like put it across the whole thing and then afterwards go in and cover these areas. Now, as you can see, we do have some holes here where water does get in and causes the bubbles. So those were caused naturally. I didn't do that. These right here, I did right now when I was washing it. I thought that I could press it down and it would stick, but it ended up cracking. So I'm going to have to replace the top eventually. You can't see it anyway, so I'm not gonna do it right now, but eventually I will replace the top. The top has had the same treatment as the Vinyl Frog on the sides, so as you can see, the black is really like not shiny anymore. I do scrub it the same way that I scrub the green, and you can see there's like a layer of grime on it versus the green there's not really. So I'm gonna try replacing this with the Vinyl Frog and see how that holds up, because I know it is black, it is on the roof, so it's constantly getting sun. Maybe that's what causes the bubbling, but I'm not sure. As of now, I just wouldn't recommend getting the 3M. But overall, the Vinyl Frog, I think it does hold up. For the price, it's a really good wrap, and it is also way thicker than the 3M. So at the end of the day, I think for an off-road vehicle, Vinyl Frog is going to be a good choice for you, since it is a thicker vinyl. It's not hard to install either. It does have the air regress system, so as you're laying it down, it does release the air. You don't get air bubbles or anything like that. I installed this fender right here, and honestly, it came out pretty good for my first time. So the bigger areas like the quarter panel, it is going to be a little bit harder. You might need someone that has experience to install that, but overall, It's not that hard to install. Watch some YouTube videos on it. And like I said, it has held up, but it does have some scratches. The scratches don't bother me. If this was a regular car, I feel like maybe it wouldn't have those scratches. But since we take it off-roading, the branches do hit on the side of the Jeep. So I don't think it's avoidable. And like I said, you should probably ceramic coat it after you install the wrap. Something I didn't do, which if I ever install wrap on this again, I will do just to see the difference. The top, like I said, it is 3M. I am not going to put 3M again. I'm going to do vinyl frog and see how that holds up. See if the bubbles, you know, don't form like it did with that one. I do park it outside. I do park it in the sun. It gets 105, 110 degrees maybe here. So it is pretty hot, and I'm assuming that that has something to do with the bubbling. So it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. I'm 6 foot tall and I can't see the top unless I like jump or on my tippy toes or something. So if you're thinking about picking up some vinyl frog wrap for your off-road vehicle, your Jeep, whatever, I think it's a good idea because it is thicker. It is going to withstand the branches that you drive by. And like I said, there hasn't really been any bubbling like the 3M on top. So anyways, if this video helped you out with choosing a wrap for your off-road vehicle, please leave a comment down below. Make sure to leave a like and share it with a friend. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.